today is fine.
Mm.
Okay. And um I hope that yeah, what happened yesterday will not happen again. I was really waiting for you for like 10 minutes more than
Me
again.
too. I
14
waiting for you
minutes.
10 minutes, and when supporter they chat with me, they ask me to rejoice. I said that I cannot because I cannot attend more than 8:30 because I have to
Yeah.
go to the office.
Mm. Yeah, so yeah, I was really waiting also. So there was a technical glitch, I guess,
Yeah.
or
Mm.
uh, yeah, because both of us had problems. Okay. Well, anyway, wait for a moment. So let's now continue with, let me just finish with lesson 33. We're going to use it as a review. Okay, we're going to finish on the last few slides. Okay, is it this one? Okay, so first let's watch a video about having or about a conference call. Okay,
Mhm.
so that you could also remember what happens in and the expressions also. Tuk, 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 tuk. Okay, wait for a moment. Lesson 33. Okay, got it. Let's now watch.
Hey, Paul. Thanks for being here on time. Paul? Hey, Paul, can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hey
Can you
guys,
see anything?
Hey, Tyler.
sorry I'm late. Having a hard
It's
time
not.
connecting.
One second.
I cannot
Paul's
see
having
it
a sound
clearly.
issue.
I
I can't
cannot
hear
see
you.
anything. Let me repeat.
Good. I heard you.
Can you see?
Hey, Paul.
Can you see
Thanks for being here
something?
on time.
Yeah, I can see, but
Paul?
the voice not
Hey,
good.
Paul, can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
it's echo.
Hey guys.
Let me have it again because I can't see it and you have problems with audio. It's the same. Okay. Well, let's just skip that. Okay, let's just have this practice as your review. Okay, I want you to let's practice this. Okay, so Ilana, let's say your team will have a conference call with the sales director about the new product. You and your partner are waiting for the sales director. He is 15 minutes late because of an emergency. Have a small talk while waiting for him. Do you remember that? Small talk, what you will do while waiting. Okay? So let's have this. Let's say I am the sales director.
Have a small talk while waiting for him.
Yeah.
So we have small talk through the conference call with him. I think he's less because of an
Uh
emergency. So we have to discuss with other person in the meeting, right?
your partner.
Yeah.
You have to talk to your partner because the sales director is going to be late. So
Mm.
what are you going to say?
So we will say about the new product. before the sales director come.
Already?
Yes, because
Oh.
we can discuss more about the new product first. For example, how about the new product? So if we have more and more information before the meeting, we can have the good results for that meeting.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of true. We usually do that in the conference also. We like have like brief talk about what you're going to discuss today, but
Mm,
just brief. It's just like a little, very little information first, because of course you're still waiting for another member to come in or to enter the conference so that you could
mm-hmm,
discuss it more. Okay. So what you could talk about in 15 minutes while you're reading, you could just maybe talk about your lives, like entertain them by saying like, "How are you today?" Okay.
yeah.
Or
You,
like this one here. You could, okay, before starting a meeting, you could talk about where are you or where is he. You could ask or you could talk about why is the sales director not yet there. Okay.
mm,
Or what is he doing? Okay, then you could ask them how are their day? Okay. How's your day? How are you today? Oh, good. Blah, blah, blah. And then you could talk more about
mm,
that. I think 15 minutes is enough for that question. Okay. Because you can talk a lot in that question, right? How's your day? Oh, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, you'd have to check the technicalities, like, can you hear me? Can you see me well? Oh, I guess you can't hear me because maybe I have a problem with the internet. You could discuss that also. Yeah? Okay, so those things were things that you could talk about while you're waiting to start. Because, of course, you can't start without the sales director. He needs to be present.
mm.
Yeah, right. Okay, before discussing all the things about the new product. Okay. Anyway, let's move on now to your next lesson. We are going to talk about during a conference call. So, what are the things that you can talk about during a conference call? So, first, in a conference call, what should you do? Number one,
Introduce everyone at the beginning of the meeting.
true.
Yes, it's true.
Mm. So
We should
you,
know each other.
yeah, true. Well, actually, also same. Have to say your name, of course. Introduce yourself. So,
Of course, of course. Introduce everyone at the beginning of the meeting, including introduce yourself.
true. And I think it's very important if you are going to be the one to facilitate, right? It's very important for you to introduce the important people.
Mm,
Yeah. Oh, here, by the way, is Mr. Blah blah blah. He is present now at the meeting. So he will be here, blah blah blah, because blah blah blah.
mm.
Yeah, usually it's like that, right? Okay, number two is to.
Speak as loudly as possible.
Well, yeah, of course. To be clear, also. Next.
Not be shy to ask people to speak up or repeat.
Yeah, because it's an important meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's quite annoying sometimes that that your if your connection is not too good, right?
Mm.
You need to speak up. So your connection is not too good, and then you're talking like, ah, there's there's like a pause. So
Mm.
so that's usually the problem. Anyway, next.
Summarize on discussion and decisions at the end of the call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next.
Do other personal things during the meeting.
Mm-hmm. Next.
I don't understand why we have to do other personal things during the meeting.
I don't understand also. I don't know, but I think for this one, do other personal things during the meeting. Okay, maybe this one is for like before starting a meeting, right? Like um for example, you're still waiting for another person, like asking for personal questions like how are you today? It's quite personal, you know. Right? Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, number 6, start.
Start with saying your name.
Yeah, that's true. And then 7.
Leave the conference call without informing.
Okay. Well, I think that's
Leave,
we
leave
don't do
the
that.
conference call without
Okay.
informing.
I guess this is an activity, but I just don't know. Okay. Well, let's take a look at these words. Okay. So, what are the things that you don't need to do or don't really it's not necessary to do in a conference call? So, I would say that letter number 7, right? Let's cross this out. Do other personal things, I think, also.
Mm.
And to speak as loudly as possible. Yeah? Okay, so they are not too important to have to do in a conference
Yeah.
call. Yeah, because you have microphone and you have, you know, okay. Well, anyway, so that's basically all. And everything that's written, others are correct. Okay. Anyway, let's move on here. So I want you to read some example things that they talk about in conference. So Tom, Diane, John, Karen, and Robert take part in a conference call to discuss about Lois engineering, engineering system, IT system. Okay, so you start. I will be second, and then change. Okay, go.
Uh, no problem. Well, let's start. Karen, you have some question for Robert and me, I think.
Oh yes, thanks, Tom. Robert, can you tell me how many different IT systems you need for the financial accounts for Lois?
Mm, we use 3 systems
Yes, but why do you have three IT systems?
because Louis is an international company. One system is for the local figures in each country, the US, Korea, and Germany. The second system collects the figures from all over the world. The third system prepares the figures for our management and for tax office.
And how much time does the process need?
Not much. We can prepare the complete annual report in 2 days.
Yes, that is good. Tell me, Robert, how many people work in the accounts department?
Only a few, including the trainees, is 15.
Right. Tom, can you tell me how much space the company computer servers need?
Only a little. We have them all in the basement, maybe 5 square meters.
I see. Diane, what do you think about... Okay. So it's more on talking about the problem, right? Okay. So here are they have used some expressions like let's start. Can you tell me why do you have, how many, how much? So it's more on asking more information, right? Okay, anyway, don't forget what you've read. Let's continue with the next page. Let's answer here. I want you to answer the questions. Number 1, why does Lois Engineering need 3 IT systems?
Hmm. Louis Engineering needs 3 IT systems because they have to run the figure for different markets. One is for local and one for the all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
and one for their management team.
Okay, yes. Number 2, what are the 3 IT systems that Lois Engineering has?
What are the 3?
I think you've already said it.
That is finance.
3 IT systems.
3 IT
What are the 3 IT systems that Lois Engineering has?
Mm, those IT system
Are
is for a finance system. Is for running report.
3?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just see. One system. Okay, I think you've already gave the answer on the first one. Okay, so it's still the same. Local. Okay, and then international, and then management. Okay, those are the 3. Okay,
Mm.
yeah, you've already gave the answer, so it's not too difficult. Number 3, how long does it take for them to prepare the complete annual report?
How long does it take for them to prepare the complete annual report? It takes 2 days.
Mm-hmm. How many people work in the accounts department?
13.
15. Okay.
15.
Yeah, including the trainees. Yes, 15 people. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, good job. Now let's continue. Okay, so here are key phrases when asking for information. So asking for information, we have can you tell me okay, and why do you have how much, how many? So it's more on really asking for more information, right? So yeah, these are just common phrases that we usually ask in meetings. Okay, let me just move on. Okay, so during a conference call, you can ask to what? What else?
You can ask for taking a break.
Mm-hmm. What else?
And we sometimes we can ask them to send to speak slowly or louder.
Yeah, because they need it in.
Mm.
Yeah, what else?
And
What do
you
you
can
think
ask
is the
them to
third picture?
the first picture.
Third one.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like a string. Okay, so the other one has a really like different lines, and then the other one is organizing it. So what does that mean? Okay, so during conference call, you could also ask someone to organize your ideas, okay, or organize the how or organize the information, okay. Maybe you could ask someone to write the minutes. Yeah. Okay, it's usually there, you can see that, okay.
Mm.
Writing down notes like that, okay, having discussions to really have a really uh, clear set of thoughts in the meeting. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So let's try to practice by having exercise 2. You're going to join the two parts of the sentences together. Example number 1.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me what you know about the software?
Okay, number 2.
How much how much time do we need for the meeting?
Excuse me. Okay, how much time we need for the meeting? Number 3.
How many computers do we need?
Okay, next.
Why do you need two IT managers?
Okay, number 5.
What did you say?
What did you say? Okay, correct. So, okay. Everything's correct. Now let's move on. So let's have exercise 3, putting the words into the correct order. Number 1.
Can you tell me how it costs?
Uh-huh. Again?
Can you tell me how it costs?
How about much?
Can you tell me how much it costs?
Okay, can you tell me how much it costs? Number 2.
Do you have Do you know how many office you have worldwide?
How many offices you have worldwide?
Worldwide.
Okay, number 3.
How much money do you spend on IT department?
Apartment. Oh, where's the?
The explain be before the IT department.
Okay, again, how much money?
How much money do you spend on the IT department?
On the IT department for?
Why do why do you want to talk to Karen?
Talk to Karen is correct. Okay. Anyway, we don't have enough time, so we are going to continue the other parts on our next meeting. So don't forget, today we have learned about the expressions on how you could ask for information. Okay? So that's all for
Okay.
today. Thank you so much and see you again. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Thank you, Sin. Goodbye.